I'm scared, so I'm not saying anything. I will never lie and say that I'm not. No lie. I can just run right now, but this is okay. Just doing what I love to do. So this is an old hat. I like to be able to show how you don't always have to go buy really expensive things to bling out. You could just get an old hat, get just something simple that you already have, and then you can make magic with it. So this is one of my hats that I've already done. Really love that. And so here we go. Um, I hope the lighting is okay. And I'm going to get my E, and I have a little stick that I use. Nothing, quite so awesome. There we go. And I take my little stick and I just use it to take my time to put the glue near the stones, but not on it, because I'll always say it's very easy to get it to go too far, and then it's really hard trying to get all that glue off the stones while the glue is still wet, and it'll drive you crazy, I promise you. And yeah, just getting you some toothpicks, a very easy way to get it started. So let me see. Um, these stones, really pretty ones. I really like them. And it doesn't matter, even if you have you some bling that you got from Hobby Lobby, whether it's some bling you got from Michael's. I always say never worry about where you got it from. The whole point is doing something with it. People always say, I don't, you got to be stressed out to do this, or, it'll stress you out. I'm always like, I'm always relaxed when I'm doing this. But remember, everyone's different. So the one thing that'll probably be relaxing to you will be something that drives someone like crazy. I have my moments where I'll drop the bling, drop this, but it's okay. I always tell my group that I hope they had a good day. So I'll always say the same thing with you all. I hope you all had a good day. I will always say the majority of the time that you will invest in this is actually going to be just exactly what you're doing. You're learning placement, and you're going to be practicing your speed. Let's see. I call that suicide. When you'll have the bling on your wax pencil and then it decides to just jump off there, I say it was trying to commit suicide. If you have any comments that I can help with, please feel free to leave them. Um, I I don't. I'll never do anything where I'm gonna charge anyone for asking any questions or anything. For me, this is exactly what it is. Me, I just always I've liked helping people. I just preferred to try to do it on YouTube because with when you're in different groups, there's so many different restrictions that come with it, and not just that. With me, once I create something, I'm not gonna lie, I like having like little fun music, and Facebook is always like, you can't do this, can't. It kind of gets annoying, and then you upload it on YouTube, and it's like, okay, fine, and you're like, well, okay. So that's why it's easier for me to just do it here. And yeah, like I said, this was an old hat, had old logos and everything on it. All I did was take some regular paint over it. The reason why you would want to paint over it, even if you're painting over it with the same color, is because I've noticed that when you're using E6000 or any other glue on a fabric itself, the first thing it's going to do is get absorbed in the fabric because, because it's fabric. If you don't believe me, just pour water on it and you see what happens. But when you paint it, you're putting a layer of I'll say protection on it, where you're able to put the glue on there, and you're able to not have to worry about it, going away, if you will. I use a lot going up because I already know, like I said, it's all about getting the hang of your speed. If you're a beginner, then you want to just do small areas because like I said, you're learning, so it's going to take you longer, and then once you apply the glue and the glue hits the air, it's already started curing. So like time, sweetie. So like I said, while you're learning, you're going to want to just do small sections at a time, practice, get it up there, and then you can do longer area, larger areas. Your speed will be faster. Like one hat when you first probably will practice, and I'm just using hat as a reference, whatever you're using it to bling out. It may take you a few hours or a few days, no lie. But after you practice for a while, it'll make you smile because you'll be like, this thing that took me a few days or a few hours, and look, I've done it in like an hour or less or something like that. And you're just like, hmm. But it'll also make you feel good because it'll also make you realize that you've come a long way, baby. And I'll always say, pat yourself on the back. Don't get me wrong. Everybody gonna celebrate with you because what you're doing is awesome. But never forget to give yourself that good thumbs up as well. You did a good job. And yeah, we all do our, mess up. We made a mistake, all that. But guess what? As long as you still getting into it, still gonna practice, still gonna try. Hey, that's fine. I have some shoes that I uploaded to the playlist, and I will always love them, and I will always keep them because those are the very first shoes that I customized. And yes, I customized those with some pearls, some what are the imitation pearls that I got from Michaels, and they are still shiny. They are still beautiful. And guess what? Yes, they my first. I will always keep my first. I sealed them with Gorilla Glue, and they are still ice, still shiny, still beautiful. Hopefully over time, I could be able to do videos not only showing you placement, cool little pattern ideas, stuff like that. I can also show you how I seal my things. I don't just use Gorilla Glue and that's crystal clear Gorilla Glue to seal them. I also use UV resin. I know, shocker. There are different types of UV resin. Some dry for hard surfaces, like if you're doing tumblers and stuff like that. And they also have some that dries. They still dry beautiful clear very fast, but they'll dry more in a rubbery sense where it's able to be better for bending, like with hats, shoes, stuff like that. And then think about that drying time. You've taken the drying time now from a few hours to, if you got a UV lamp, hello, a couple of minutes. And then, like I said, I love the UV resin because not only can you use it with a UV machine, but you can also you just put your stuff out there in the sun. Good hot day, couple of minutes, that's it. Look, you ready to keep going to your next project instead of having to have your clients having to wait a few days. You just like shoot, you literally are like, give me 24 hours. And of course, that's once you get your practice in and you're confident with your work, and then you're able to actually make that guarantee. And it's not just talking about it, you are actually being about it. I always like to stop and show my work. It's not a mandatory thing, but I always think it's good to do it because it only takes a second to just Just do exactly what I was saying. Every once in a while, just stopping. I like to bring it close to the camera because I'm not saying this is not bad to see it like this, but I also like when you bring it closer. I love see. I never want anyone to think that you're bashing anyone or talking. If you're being honest, I'm pretty sure if any of you all are watching this, one of you all can agree with me. You have watched tutorials where they would say it was a free tutorial, and then they just show you like a first few minutes of it. Then when you see it again, it's done. Or they'll give you a little bit of it, and then they'll tell you, pay for my video. And don't get me wrong, everybody has their grind, everybody has their hustle. I am not bashing anybody. You do whatever you got to do to make yours. But I just wanted to be that one person where I didn't and yeah, and I think it's funny that people think I'm weird for this, but I'm not weird for it. I just wanted to be someone that offers to help for free. That's it. There's no catch in this. That's it. I just wanted to say, "Hey, let me help you. If you need my help, that's fine." And then that's it. But like I said, with many different groups, it was always the restriction because if you're in a group and they have a lot of people in there that charge for tutorials, you can't go in there and do videos and do anything that you can't show them anything that they're considering things that they would want people to pay for. So then you're restricted. Um, a lot of times, I focus on it's not financially where I'm like looking for certain people, but I will say this, hey ladies, whatever your financial situation is, that's fine. If you want to buy expensive bling, that's fine. But if I know some places where you can get that same bling, that same beautiful expensive bling for a lower price, yeah, I'm gonna let you know about it. And no, I'm not getting any discounts from anyone. I just know how hard it is to try to start up a business or just try to get make some money, on the side of just having a regular job. But if you paying a crazy amount for something, it's really hard to just, get break even. And again, if you're in groups where you have to, solely based on, buying their product or displaying only their product, you can't just say, "Oh, wait a minute, I see that you're, and I'm not, no disrespect to single mothers, but if I see you're a single mom, you're just trying to what? You're trying to start a business from home, take care of your kids." But if this bling is 20 something dollars for 14.40, and I can show you the exact same bling somewhere else for $4 and it's the exact same bling with like free shipping and that bling is 20 something dollars plus shipping, yeah, I'm going to throw you that link. And people don't like that. And so I made choices, and I just let go of a lot because think about it, if people are mad at you for helping, then that's weird. And if people don't want you to be helpful, be meaning, it's not that they got a lot of people that like me. But if you are muted just because you're helping, and they're like, no, you gotta, we gotta charge them for that help. I don't want to charge them for that help. Then it's gonna always be, that. And so I stepped away from it. I had a Facebook account where I was, really well known at. And guess what? Oh well, cut it down. I wasn't trying to go in different groups and like, hey, y'all follow me. None of that. Because I like to have friends on my own merit. That means exactly that. If you like me, you like me. I'm not trying to be a magician and be like, hey, let me show you a few tricks and hopefully I'll get you. And no, it's just this is me. This is me. And I want to just always be me. And I can't be fake. I think being fake is just like a actress being an actress when she's not on stage. That's got to be very difficult. And I wouldn't know because I'm never going to be on a stage. I'm going to go back to this because I feel like I've talked too much, but I just wanted you all to know this is my first video, and I wanted you all to know just some insight. So when I say I honestly mean this, when I say if I can help you, I will. and that's it. There's no extra. If you see this bling and you like it and you go, hey chick, can you tell me where you got it from? Yep, I'm going to give you a site, and yep, it's going to be way cheaper. You're going to see some other bling on there, probably going to be way cheaper. You're going to be like, why I didn't know about this? And hey, that's all right. As long as people keep information to themselves, you're cornering the market. Just know that knowledge will always be power. And so if I keep you without knowledge, I'm gonna always have power. And nope, I'm letting you know, hey, I'm about to mess you up with this. And yeah. And even if you don't want to know, and like I said, it's your choice. Always know that your money, you spend your money wherever you want to spend your money. That's the key. I will never tell somebody, no, you got to spend your money here. You got to spend your money there. I'm like, this is your money. You spend your money wherever you want to. That's what we were promised when we were young. They said when we grew up, we can do what we want, be what we want. But then when you grow up, it's like, nope, more rules. And I'm one of those people. I'm knocking down all those walls and I'm taking what was promised to me. This was what I was promised. So that's why I'm able to be able to go, hey, y'all, I'm going to do videos. I'm going to be showing y'all placement. I'm going to be showing you how you do some awesome creative things that you probably never thought about doing. And guess what? If you're able to replicate it and if you're able to make money from it, that's a blessing. And guess what? I'm happy for you. And that's it. I don't want anything. You don't have to say, Tara, show me something. And no, if I am anything that you see here, if it's able to help you, I'm thankful. And that's it. I don't want anything else. And as I said, I hope everyone had a good day. I know a lot of people wake up, back pain, knee pain. A lot of people have family members that are sick. Some people are sick themselves. Some people will just actually just had a bad day. And I just hope hanging out with me makes it just a little bit better. And again, like I said, after you start practicing for a while, it's like you literally, I will always say, before you do anything, before any project that you want to get started on, I will always say, get to know the glue and get to know you, because the glue is the most important thing in you. Meaning you can buy the most expensive glue, but if you are not practicing, if you're not ready, then guess what? That glue will just be getting wasted, and you just be like, what? Like, and you go, what do you mean? Say you had a bad day, and then you just like trying to do something, you're not focused, frustrated. Y'all know what I'm saying? And you know how you'll keep making mistakes, and then you'll get frustrated with the mistakes, and then it'll just be a continuous roller coaster. Yeah, that's why I'm like, no. Let this, even though this might be something that you'll start having as a profit, still make yourself believe it's just a craft. That way, when you're able to go from your business or your bad day to it, you're actually feeling relaxed. You're feeling good. This is something that you're doing to actually relax. And yeah, eventually you'll be able to sell it and give. But as of right now, this is just you, relaxing away from the world, and you're just doing something fun. You're creating something. And that's pretty neat, if I may say so myself. And again, I'm going to stop and show you and bring it close, because what I told you, look, you want to see details? Look, I make sure you see details. Look, we can do slow turning, everything. And yes, of course, I'm silly. That will never change. I'm a very weird person. Or as my father always said, I was unique. I wasn't weird. And even though my mom said, girl, that's just another word for weird. It's just prettier. I have a awesome admin in my group. Her name is Joe, and I will always be thankful for everyone in my group, but it will always be a awesomeness as far as Joe, because I've always been able to call her or text her or talk to her about anything. And I've always loved to have that. Even when you go, can you have that? You can have that with a lot of people. It's just you got to be comfortable. You got to be comfortable and be able to trust. Sometimes I know sometimes we'll be like, oh, it's almost like the rules from when we were little kids, and we like, oh, you can't trust strangers. Let me be honest with you. Now the way the world is, a stranger could be your best friend, and you just don't know it. Now, don't get me wrong. I won't rob a bank with her, but I'm just saying, if she want to do the most, thing, I don't know. I'm just saying, I got a black outfit in the back of my closet that I have for emergencies, and a pair of black boots. I'm sorry, yes, they're blinged out because you got to be fashionable if you're gonna, okay, never mind. And I'm just saying, I might be willing to go do some stuff. I don't know yet. I gotta really, no. As soon as she called, I get dressed and do it. It's just like, oh well, I've lived a good life. Now, I love these wax pencils. A lot of people like to use these or the katanas or whatever. I always say whatever works for you. I actually use. It's like funny with the smaller stones. I use these, and with the larger stones, I use these. It's just like it probably is actually no difference, but when you're in your zone doing this, it's like to you, you have to have your specific tool because if without it, you're nothing. Or maybe that's just me. Mhm. And don't be afraid. Like I said, it's all about getting to know the glue and not being afraid of the glue. Like know that, like I said, you have time. It won't dry instantly, but I will tell you this: you got to get to know the temperature. Like in your house, you might think, oh, it's nice in here, but if your glue is cold, that's gonna change. That's a game changer. If it's hot, that's a game changer. And you go, why? Well, because you'll go from fighting to get it out the tube to, oh my god, as soon as I take the top off, it's just like glue everywhere. So yeah, nobody wants that. But trust me, we have it. And now that it's, as soon as the weather changes, y'all gonna feel it. You're like, oh my God, this glue is so hard to get out. Why, when I used to use it during the summer, it wasn't a problem? That's why. When I customized my car last year in November, December, when I tell you that struggle was real, like no lie, I had, I don't know if you're like the coffee warmer thing. I didn't even have my coffee on it. I actually had the E6000, no lie, in a cup with water in them. And that's how I was able to do the car because, like I said, the temperature in the car, because it's still winter time. I'm telling you, that glue was just like, no. Like, I don't care what your idea was or what you thought you was going to be doing, but yeah, no. And I was just like, because you don't think about it. You're just so used to how, the glue works in the house. You never think, oh, wait, I'm not in the house. Game changer. But as y'all see, I was able to do it, and I love how it still looks. And it's about to be a year later, and I still love everything about it. Still the best thing I've ever thought of doing. And I will always say, you want to actually find out how much money you can make just off something, just bling out something. I don't care if it's a cup, I don't care if your glasses, and then just wear them out and do your daily routine. And you'll have so many people complimenting you, stopping and asking, and you're able to tell them that you did it. And yes, if the first thing they want to know is, can you do that for me? You're like, oh, yeah. I will always say, yes, you can. People want to pay you to do something, do it. Yes, you can do that. Look, you'll be out there at work, like many of us in the group. Will I'll be repairing a computer, and then while I'm waiting for it to do stuff, I'm like, hey, time to pull my bling out. And yes, I have had shoes in my purse when I've gone to work. Like, okay, blinging out shoes. Cause yeah, like I said, I use this. Yes, it's something I get paid to do, but I also, guess what? This is my hobby too, so it's also my little fun playtime. And so, like I said, with this one, I only did this part and this part, but with this one, I'm punishing myself because I've actually never done a full hat. I know, y'all. And like, I don't know. I think if like it wouldn't have been bad if it would have been like SS20s, but these SS16s, like, big hand woman, small bling, it's the devil. So I'm going to actually do this, and then I'm going to do this, these sides. I'm going to cut the back because I really love having them like this, where with my braids, I'm able to have my little ponytail going on with no problem. I don't know. That would might be a good idea. I don't know if anyone is interested. I'll think of um, I could do a video showing how I do these hats like this. I know you can buy them like that, but like I said, I have hats, and so I'm just like I could do it. And so yeah, that was it. So back to this, because I want to finish a little bit more of this before I stop the live, because I actually don't know how long I should do this because this is actually my first one, as I said. And then what I love about the little toothpicks, when the glue get dry, look, oh, now you got more. Yeah, it's like unlimited, unlimited toothpick stick. And like I said, I always make sure I go close to the next bling, but not. I don't have the bling on it. And then yes, after my hat dries, y'all know I go straight up in it and seal it. Like I said, I've been too lazy to go to the store to get Gorilla Glue because I didn't got spoiled with using the UV resin, because I just put it in a syringe. Because I think people believe that you have to just have it all over, like as far as with sealing. No, I will always tell you when you're sealing your bling, let me see if I have a syringe tip lying around. If I don't, it's okay. No, but I have a needle. And you go, well, just trust me. So when I'm ready to seal this hat, right? Now, do you see how I'm able to stick this needle in those areas right here? See, I don't have to pour the resin all over here, or say you seal it with E6000, or say you seal it with Gorilla Glue. I don't pour it all over here because I don't want it on my bling. I want it to be snuggled next to, how it's like holding hands linked. That's what I want it to do, where it's not going to pop off. And that's where you're worrying about the pressure from underneath popping off, because if you seal it on the side, see, I'm trying to stick it where you could be able to see. So if you take your syringe, and it can't be the big pointy syringes, it has to be the nice ones. And yes, the consistency is still going to come out. And then yeah, you just one, two, three, and yeah, you go, oh, that takes a long time. Yeah, but also remember this. I've never had a complaint. And so that means in the 6 years, going on 7 years that I've been customizing, laptops, tablets, game systems, and now hats, shoes, and all that. I've never had a single complaint. I've never had anybody tell me the bling came off. And I keep in contact with everyone I've ever sold anything to, because that's just the type of person I am. And yes, they still send me pictures of how beautiful it still looks and everything. So I know it's time consuming to seal it, but I will always say this: having people compliment your work, keep coming back, good word of mouth, that matters to me more than me complaining about, oh wait, I've taken all that time to bring it and now I gotta seal it. Nothing that I create, I don't sell without sealing it first. That doesn't happen. To me, it goes the same. It's like a machine. That like steps. Okay. Pre-prep it, prep whatever surface I'm using first, prep that, bling it, seal it. That's it. And that's exactly what I do every time. Yeah, because I want to still have it where y'all could see it. 'Cause look, sometimes with me, I'm always tilting it, trying to make sure I can see it. But by doing that, you all can't. And like I said, I have a group, but it's a nice small group. I like them. They're my awesome family. But I also had made a lot of friends when I was still under my old name on Facebook, and I just really wanted them to know that everything was cool, and I wanted them to know they could still reach me here, and if they needed me, I was here. That was it. No, um, hey, come on, pay for this. You know, it just was, hey, come and see me, hang out with me sometimes. That's it. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just don't try to sell anything. Just be honest and just say, hey, y'all, I really did like helping people. I found a way that I'm still able to help people, and nobody can't tell me I can't. And hello, just hang out with me over here. And you can watch me hang out anytime. And like I said, if you had any questions, hopefully I can answer them for you. And if you really want to blow people mind, I'm serious, y'all. I suggest you bling a hat. I know I say that, and everybody's like, "Okay, now you're going hat crazy." I do. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When I first started this hat, I wanted just a hat for when I'm walking in the park because I started walking without one, and that was a bad idea. And so when I came home, I was like, "Well, I got to get a hat." And then, of course, what my second thing was, I was like, "Well, shoot, I got to bling it out." The next day I went in that park, y'all. When I tell y'all I was blinding people, it was disgusting. And I had used the UV, of course. And I had like people kept stopping me. I have to have a hat like that. I have never seen that. And I'm like, and so now I'm going to be doing this too. Look, hey, I will always say never block your blessings, meaning never say, you only, bling this or you only create that. There's some because you gotta if you're able to do that magnificent work on one thing, you could do that on more than one thing. So never shortchange yourself and like, oh no, I only do it on one thing. Mm-mm. I had a lot of people making fun when I first customized my car with the bling. Well, y'all will never want to know how many things I've been able to do from then on. Because you don't listen to anybody, telling you it's a dumb idea. Because I will always say, if you're watching TV and you realize all the stuff that people are willing to pay for, it don't always have to be a baller. It could be someone that love that what you've done, and would love for you to do something completely different. I've learned out a piano, a baby grand piano. That was crazy and cool. And I would have never been approached with that if they wouldn't have seen me in my car that was blinged out. Just think about that. People love different. They love when you make them stop and they go, wait a minute, what? I've never seen that before. And guess what? You go, it's just a hat. Exactly. It's just a hat. That's it. It's not a magic hat. It's not a glow in the dark hat. It's just a hat, but it's still something different. So I'll always say, what's so wrong with being different? And I love thinking of new things to do. I love it. When I don't have any ideas on anything, I get kind of sad because there's so many awesome things I could do. So hope that helps someone. And all I ever want to do is, encourage anyone. I don't care if you, like I said, I don't care. I've done lives where I've done strips I've gotten from Dollar Tree, and I have made it the most. I've done my great niece's shoes with stuff that I've gotten from Hobby Lobby, baby, and them shoes have looked like the world. because I'm able to show you that don't ever think you got to go broke on the items that you need to get to make something awesome. No, you get the items that you can get, and then you make something awesome. And yes, I was able to take those. Guess what? On the bottom of those strips and stuff, I still used E6000 or Gorilla Glue. And then when it dried, guess what? Still sealed it with Gorilla Glue. Yes, baby. So I like to say I turned a temporary into a permanent. And even when someone gives you bad input and go, "Oh, girl, that's stupid. You shouldn't do that." Just go, "Oh, okay," and then you go do it. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, and then I do it. That's exactly me. A lot of people, when I first was started customizing game systems, they were like, "Nobody's gonna want that," because I guess they think just men. Number one, men want that, and then it made no sense. I'm like, do you know how many gamers are females? I'm a gamer. I want it, and that's exactly it. And no, if I would have listened, no, I would have never done it. And that's why I don't listen. I'm like, I will listen to positive. I will always say it's just like good food. If you're giving me good food that's helping me, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat it. But negative, now I'm like, never mind, not hungry. Okay. Well, okay. Well, like I said, this is my first one. I've been on it 30 something minutes. I don't know if that's good or bad, but thank you all for just hanging out, and anybody that watches this in the future, thank you for watching in the future. And if any of my group watches this, I just want to tell you thank you, and I appreciate you all in our group, and still do good things. Bye, y'all.